Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Alexi and this is Soto-Tek. In this video, I'm going to do a specs comparison between the Galaxy M51 and another budget phone recently released, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. I hope this video is informative enough and help you decide which one is for you if you are considering either of these two phones for your next purchase. They both have a nice and vibrant AMOLED screen, though it looks a little bit brighter on the Note 10 Pro. Both screens have a hole punch on the top center. Well, if you have seen some of my previous videos, you know how I feel about this hole punch. I still find it unnecessary and something that should have never ever existed. To make matters worse, with Samsung phones, you cannot even hide it anymore since Android 11 and One UI 3.0, which is very annoying to me. Now, kudos to Xiaomi for still allowing to hide it, and not only that, its software version lets you do it in a nice way because all your notifications go inside the bezel, so you get even more screen space. As I have said many times before, I personally preferred a thin top bezel like this one 1000 times to any notch, hole punch or pill shade cutout, and Samsung should bring that option back. I'll let you continue with the rest of the specs without me talking, and I might make a couple of extra comments later on in the video. Okay, let's talk about gaming because people ask me about it a lot. I'm not a super gamer, but in my experience, I think they can handle well basically any games, and they should be fine for the average consumer. However, once again, and I always stress this, these are not gaming phones, so don't expect them to be 100% lag or status free, especially after a long gaming session. You need to keep your expectations according to the device and be realistic. Okay, let's now talk about the cameras. I just want to highlight a couple of things. Like I said in my camera comparison, when it comes to pictures, though, I think there is a clear winner. For the price, both phones are competent and should be fine for the average consumer. Now, the biggest difference is in video stabilization. The 4K 30 frames per second and the 1080p 60 frames per second on the Note 10 Pro is bad. No sugarcoating here. Go and check my camera comparison between these two phones if you haven't, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, there are aspects of each phone's camera interface I would also like to highlight. Each phone has something that the other doesn't have, and I find either useful or cool. For instance, in the case of the M51, I like the fact that you can adjust the blur effect before or after taking a picture. Also, you can change the background effects, something that you can do with basically any Samsung phone nowadays, not just this one. In the case of the Note 10 Pro, there are nice features. One, the ability to record videos using the rear and the front-facing cameras at the same time, with this mode called Dual Video, though just at 1080p, but it's better than nothing. Another cool feature is the clone mode. You can take pictures or videos where you or anyone else can appear twice. It works really well and it is super fun. Another thing I like about the camera interface on Xiaomi's phones is that you can set it up in a way you can display the rest of the modes no matter what mode you are on just by swiping from the bottom up, which is very convenient instead of having to swipe sideways, sailing through all your main modes like in the case of the M51 and all Samsung's phones. Which one to buy? Well, if the camera quality and especially video recording is important to you, if having the best battery life you can find in any mainstream phone sounds appealing to you, then the M51 is the one to pick. Now, if having a more versatile camera interface with a couple of extra cool fun features and something like Air Blaster is important to you, then the Redmi Note 10 Pro should be your pick. For anything else, I think they are basically about the same. Okay, that's all for this comparison. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. I would really appreciate it. See you in the next one. Hasta la vista.